Hello there, and welcome back to Design It with Tammy Gibbs. I'm Tammy. Thanks for watching. I am so super excited for any of you guys out there that are using Artistry or think you might want to. I have a amazing thing that I have discovered that I want to share with you. This is like a top secret. Won't be for long, but this is a way that I have discovered that you can double your renders in the fast mode. Doesn't require any upgrades to the system. It's just a little technique that I stumbled across and I wanted to share it with all of my viewers and all of my members in my Facebook group. This will literally help you to work so much faster. Now, being that you're doing double, which means that we can select, if you are in the, whatever they call it, I don't know if it's the premium, the one that's $100 and roughly $49. Anyway, if you're in that one, you're supposed to be able to do up to 4 images at a time. And you can select that in the drop-down little menu. Let's go there. Let's open up Fast Image Designer, and let me just show you really quick. I'm just going to do something simple. An airplane. Or a airplane, not a airplane. Okay. I'm going to do a comic. Watercolor. Okay. Very simple prompt. Probably not going to get a great image, but just want to see what we've got here, and then I'll show you. I have another really great, okay, there's this little image of an airplane. We're going to make that one private. Okay. So it's probably easier to do this on the second image, once you get an image that you like, to then make more images of it. Anyway, I do have another really neat announcement, and going to jump into some other information as well. But this right here is going to just blow your mind and going to help you save so much time. So we're going to go in like we normally would to regenerate this image. We're going to select 4. Excuse me. And then we're going to click generate. We're going to click again. And boom, 8 images are processing. We're going to go in because, I have to make all mine private. So you're just going to have to bear with me till I make all these images private. So it will take you a little longer to do this step, but it's still going to save you tons of time. And you're going to be able to choose from 8 images at a time. I am so super excited. I could barely wait to share it with all of you because you have been so great to support my channel. I hope you'll go and tell all your friends that they need to pop in and subscribe. And hope you'll be liking and sharing this video to anybody you know that it would be. Anyway, just so simple. I do not know why I never tried it. Probably because we had a button that said we could do 4 images and I just didn't push it. I'm not sure. The developers may know that you can do that, but I've never heard anybody talk about it. I don't know that it's a thing, but as you saw, we did it. So I have tested it and tested it to make sure it just wasn't a fluke and that I could manage to do it. So I believe that you can do it. We'll try it with, like, if we select, let's just say 2 images. I think you can still do it. I don't know why you would want to, because you just literally have to, yep, got 2 double images, so we still ended up with 4. Let me make these private. But while I'm doing that, basically you just have to wait till the little circle quits rotating, click it really fast, and then it's going to, for the most part, I'm sure that, I had a couple of times where I didn't hit it just right and it didn't work. But hey, I mean, I don't know. I hope you guys are as excited about this as I am. Now, to the second part of I think we've pretty well addressed that. That was not going to take very long, but I have something else that I have been working on for a very long time, and I'm super excited to announce it in this video. And I think it's going to be a game changer for a lot of folks. Or maybe if you're really established and you're like me and you know how to write prompts and stuff like that, it's just going to be a resource. Still, you're probably going to pick up some things you didn't know, or have access to some phrasing and some word banks and stuff that you didn't have before that you can utilize. I am a big advocate of AI Artistry. The program, but this particular thing can be used with pretty much any program you choose to use for your AI rendering and whatever platform you're on. You can still use the techniques and everything. I have I released it yesterday, which depending on when you're watching this, it won't be new. So this is not really a green video thing, but I, I have just released this, and I'll go ahead and put the date in. It's 2/5 of 2025. And so if you're watching it and it's a year in the future, then hi, glad we all made it. Anyway, I did just get it listed. It can be purchased on Etsy. There is a 50% off discount right now to introduce the product to the market. I've been working on it for a very long time because as I learned to prompt and I had questions in my group or questions that come in through the videos, some of the problems that people have in prompting, I had discovered that if you know the right words, that's probably about 95% of prompting. But you have to know what to call certain things to get certain styles. And so that was the premise for putting together this guidebook, which started out was going to be maybe 100 pages. I was like, oh, 100 pages would be a really substantial product that would be worth a person's money. And I want to still keep the price kind of low in the lower ballpark because y'all, we are inundated with so many things. That's one reason I use Artistly. I don't have monthly fees, and I wanted to minimize my monthly outgo. And I know that you're in the same. You're trying to cut costs and you're trying to make more with less, and I get that. So anything that I try to offer up to you guys or that I try to put forth is going to either save you time, and time is money, or it's going to give you enough information and whatever instruction, whatever you want to call it, that you can turn that into cash, that you can use what's in my books or anything else that I might mention to you. Those are my goals. My goals are to not produce anything that's going to be a filler product, that's just something to just take up space and take your money. It's going to be something that I can see where it's going to change the way you do your business, and in a good way. So keep that in mind, that is always my goal. If I ever mention anything, if I ever mention my affiliate link, these are things that I am actually sold on. I will not become an affiliate for any program that I have not seen value in. So having said all of that, I do want to introduce you to, and this is, and I'm going to go back up here and let me reduce the size so you can see it. It's the AI Artist's Playbook, Mastering AI Art, Clipart, and Design. Y'all, this thing ended up being over 400 pages of content. And I mean, every bit of it is deep dive content. This is a resource that you can use whether you are a beginner or an advanced prompter to begin to create your own styles. You can blend things together. I mean, really and truly, for us to gain respect, I mean, just using AI to create art is controversial. there are a lot of people that feel like we are really not artists, that we are people that are taking advantage of the system. And yes, we are to a degree, but no more so than a lot of other industries, as there have been advances, whether they be technical advances, with technology, or if they have been industrial, improvements, just like from the phone to the cell phone. I mean, our desk phones and our landlines are really becoming obsolete. It happens with the progression of any society as new um, inventions come onto the market and whatever. AI is that. And unfortunately, I can see, and I'm an artist. Well, I'm a digital artist. I've always used other people's art to create ads and things like that. So, um, in that respect, I'm a graphic artist, but I don't draw or paint. I can't. I wish I could, but that's never been anything that I've been able to do. And I totally respect anybody that can, because they are so talented. And I am in no ways trying to say that their work is not valuable. Their work is still going to have a place. People are still going to want to have a certain artist's image on their wall, so that they can say they have supported that artist. There's still going to be that. But artists themselves really need to learn how to adapt for a more industrial side of their business. If they can learn to also adapt and use, because for one thing, artists that have been trained in certain techniques, whether it be watercolor, whether it be acrylics or oils or whatever their medium was or is, then they already know how to call these things certain things. So they're going to know how to talk to the AI to get a lot of things that we can't. So it all kind of starts with understanding the different art forms and what their strengths are, what they look like, because then we can begin to go beyond AI using other people's artwork and depend on the actual styles and mediums, not the artists, but the actual individual ingredients that create the art and the styles, and come up with different styles that are more unique to us. Just like a regular traditional artist has a certain way that they do things, and you can distinguish their style. Lots of artists have been, like Monet, they've taken a certain medium or a certain type of painting and they made it their own because they put their own spin on it. That's what we have to do if we're going to elevate our art, our clip art, the art we make for our products, anything like that. We can do the same thing within the artificial intelligent hub, and we can begin to stand out more as artists because we are putting more of us and our human side into the techniques and the art. Anyway, off my soapbox, because that's probably way more than you wanted to hear or even care about. If you're just interested in making better clip art, but I think it's important for us to look ahead, because at some point, with everybody out there competing and AI leveling the playing field, what's going to set you apart? It's not going to be taking prompts that you buy on Etsy and just making that same art that 1,200 other people bought that same prompt and are then generating it, and there may be slight differences. It's going to be actually creating your own prompts, putting your own spin onto it, cooking it all up in a way that's a little different than everybody else can see. And, right now, since it's new, we see things that really are popular and trending, and everybody wants to make that same item, but as things progress, we're going to have to be ahead of the curve so that when all of those styles are exhausted or people get tired of looking at that same thing, we want to be on the cusp. You and I, you guys that I am trying to help with your business, we want to be on the cusp. We want to be on the cutting edge of what can be accomplished. And I think that this AI artist playbook that I put together had all of that. That was all of my intention behind it. All the research, all the curated information that I have included will help you to do that. And so I'm going to take and show you one little sample of it. Now, I am going to be doing some more in-depth prompting sessions using the AI Artist Playbook in some future videos. But for now, just to keep this a little bit short and just kind of introduce you to it, give you an opportunity to know about it. If you decide you want to purchase it, thank you so much. You're helping to support me and my efforts to support you. And I tried to keep it affordable. Basically, it's less than $13 because it's 50% off right now. So at this time, again, not always going to be 50%. It's really hard to do videos when you know they're going to stay out there for a while. But anyway, for right now, as of today's date, it is on sale. But anyway, so let's dig in and let me just show you some ways that you can take and use this. First off, is not just prompts. Now, there are prompts. There are what are called example prompts, and there are a lot of them. Some of them repeat from different pages because basically what it's trying to do is, hush baby, that's my little puppy dog. Anyway, it's trying to help instruct you on how to, how certain things look. And so it does repeat some prompts throughout the book in certain sections. If one prompt maybe used several different techniques or phrases or whatever together. So you may see some duplicates. That's perfectly fine. But it does have a lot of prompts, and you are free to use those prompts. If you purchase the book, you're free to use those as is. You don't have to change a thing with them. It's going to create some neat art. Now, this, again, was not designed specifically for Artistly. And we know that Artistly is a little different when it interprets prompts and stuff. I have tested most of the prompts in a way that it still works very well with Artistly, but it's going to work with pretty much any AI platform. You just may get a little different result. And it may even mean that you can shift around the order of some of the prompting words and phrases and even get different and better results. So, having said that, just play with them. But oh my gosh, the different, I was playing with it last night and went through with some of the prompts, the example prompts, and there are so many different styles represented that are different than what my norm is. And I'm so excited now to start playing around with those styles to see with my subjects, to see, plugging in my subject matter, whether it be this is a style and it's showing a flower and me taking and putting a rabbit in there instead of a flower and seeing what it comes up with. Oh my gosh, y'all, there are so many possibilities on the really cool things that we're going to be able to do with this book. But anyway, it is a PDF, and I have a couple. If you buy it, there will be two files in there that I know. There's one that was done at a higher quality, pictures will be a little higher quality, but it was really a huge, and it was going to probably bog you down. You're probably going to want to use the one that says smaller file on it for everyday use. If you decide you want to print it out, you may want to use the other higher quality version. And I probably am going to print this all out and put it in a 3-ring binder just so I can flip through it. It does have a table of contents. And it does not have page numbers. I am going to try to go in and maybe add another version that does have actual page printed numbers, in case you print it out. So just be aware of that. If you do start to print it out, be very careful, because right now it was an afterthought. It didn't get added into that file. But anyway, you have you can click on the table of contents and go to certain sections. So it is set up to be easy for you. So we're going to take, and I'm going to go back down here to this flower right here. And I'm going to just show you how we can take, okay, this is actually one of the prompts that is in the book. A watercolor floral cascading bouquet with soft, actually, I may be telling you wrong, but anyway, it's okay. We're going to use this one. I think I may have tweaked it and turned it into the floral cascading bouquet, but the rest of it, okay. Soft pastel peonies, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we have this prompt, and I'm going to show you how you can use elements from the watercolor section. There's a whole section on watercolors, and let me get there real quick. We'll just start with the beginning here. I'm going to show you some. Okay, so here are, for instance, this is, let me blow it up a little bit. I'm going to use the wet on wet blending. I'm going to take this whole the whole thing. Now, normally you could just do the wet on wet blending. I'm going to use all of it just to kind of show you. And we're going to put that here where it says a watercolor floral. We're going to substitute and put paste that wet on wet blending, soft color transitions, natural transfer. We're going to put that at the beginning. Now, there are some templates in the book that actually outline, put this here, put this top here. And so you have that as well, but I'm just going to put it at the beginning here. And we're going to see how that changes the image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go down now. So this is what it looks like here. Okay, and let's go down here because I should have had one to go right beside it. And I didn't have, because I did the planes, I didn't have that there. Okay, so we're going to be able to compare the two prompts. Okay, you see the difference that it made between the two? How just tweaking that one thing gave us a little bit different style, color, all that kind of thing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this and we're going to do regenerate, and I am going to go into this, and we are going to try this dry brush effect. You see, I'm just kind of copy and pasting it. We're going to put this here, and we're going to put it, replace that right here at the beginning. So just watercolor. And this is literally just one element. I mean, y'all are going to see the potential of how this can blow you away. Okay, we're still going to just do one. That way we'll be able to see 3 different versions right there beside each other. So you see how this is more of a dry brush look, the dry brush effect, and how it differs. Now, there's subtle differences, but there are differences with them. Now, that's on the type of brush, that sort of thing. Let me just show you what else we can do. We are going to change out the color tone and harmonies. And let me show you how you can still take this. This is this one prompt now that all we're doing is, we're going to go back to the original one here. This is the original one. We could use it on any of the other variations too, but we're going to just use it on this one just to make it easy. We're going to replace the soft pastel. We're going to just highlight it, and then paste earthly neutrals, warm ochres, muted browns, and sage. And there's nothing else. You always want to, when you're changing something like that, you want to make sure that there's nothing else in the rest of the prompt that says, like cancels out what you're changing. And then I'm going to show you a different way that you could actually add these different things into your prompts that are unique to Artistly. But anyway, isn't that amazing? All we did is take and use one of the color things from the book. And this is gorgeous. I mean, I love this color combination here. This is really pretty. Now, we could go further and we could do different layouts. This is a cascading bouquet. We can take that off and we can, we would have to go into a different area that concerns the layouts and everything, but there are plenty of those inside. There's a whole section on florals, and there are lots of different phrases and word banks that have to do with the layout of the bouquet or whatever. So we could definitely go into that. I'm not going to do that because that's going to make this particular video a lot longer than I want it to be. But we are going to go in and just, let's try this faded vintage palette and see what that does. We're just going to highlight this. Okay, let me show you how we'll do it in we'll do it on the next one. Okay, so we're going to paste that in there and we're going to click on it. But isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Can you see the potential in this product? Okay, see, look how pretty and how it changed everything using the colors. So you actually have, sorry about that, you actually have a whole selection of different colors that you can plug in just to make it really easy. Color tones and harmonies. There's even an example prompt here. And like I said, this is 400 pages long. I'm going to pause for just a minute and okay, I'm so sorry about that little pause there. But anyway, so as you can see, we can basically, there are just so many different things, even down to the background. Like if we wanted to do a background to our flowers, let's try this. Let's try this and see what it gives us. Well, there we go. Get with it here. All right, so we're going to try background here just to show you kind of what we can do. I'm going to put it behind this one. Regenerate. Okay, so we have it as being on a transparent background. So hand painted composition, and then we're going to replace that just to see what it looks like, because I'm just showing you how you can use the elements that are inside the book to create new art and new looks. And how you can basically take one prompt and you can keep playing with it to create hundreds of prompts and hundreds of different designs. Now see how cute that is? We were able to put a little watercolor gradient behind it. You see the little cloudy, misty little look back here, which we could just use just that word. I mean, just that little phrase. And let me show you how you can make something for how we can just use these individual elements. Cloudy, misty, watercolor gradient. And we're going to do purple, or in shades of purple. Because I know we like to use things in, let's just say, our invitations, and we wanted to have a little something like that, a little backdrop. Okay, so we're going to generate that and see how that does for us. There are so many ways, y'all, that you can use this information, and I'm so excited. See how awesome is that? Now we have a little background. I know a lot of you do digital papers, so literally this is it. You can adjust this and you can do shades of yellow, you know. And let's just say you want to make papers. So let's do 4. Let's do generate image, and we've got 8 populating. Just, I mean, some packets are not even. So look, this is giving us different versions of that, and we basically created like a paper pack in just a few seconds. Just got to make them all private. So I think that this is going to be where I kind of end this video, because like I said, I want to do some more deep dive for you guys into how to use the book in another video that I'll be doing in the next days or maybe the next week. Um, if you decide to purchase, drop me a line, let me know. Look how awesome. This is a great little paper pack right here. How cool is that? That we just basically took one of the watercolor background abstract effects and how we could do that. I mean, we literally could take anything. I just want to see what it looks like now. Let's do the organic freeform watercolor splashes and see what that's going to look like. You guys, you know, when I get started showing you things, it's just really hard for me to quit. But anyway, if you decide to purchase the AI Art Playbook, let me know in the comments, you know, come back and tell me, how cool is that? Now, that's a really cool looking image. Anyway, so you can literally take so much of this book, adapt it to your needs. Excuse me. And I'm really excited to be able to offer this to you. All the hard work of putting those 400 pages together, doing all the research, laying it all out. It's going to be worth it to see how this transforms your business and the ease with which you're able to do your prompting, and what you learn about AI and prompting, and how AIs understand what we're trying to tell them, so that you learn to communicate with your AI platform better. And I do hope that you're going to enjoy using that little sneak tip, or what would you say, secret tip on how to double your production of renders that I shared in the beginning of the video. And just have a great day. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.